Next on the Delaware Way, new help for small businesses in Delaware, and are panhandlers banned from the business district? This is the Delaware Way. Welcome to the Delaware Way. I'm Larry Menti. Small businesses are the backbone of the Delaware economy, and the man who is in charge of making sure they thrive is Damian DeStefano. He is the director of the Division of Small Business. Sir, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with, what is a small business?
So we consider a small business to be a Delaware company with less than 100 employees.
Now, I said in the opening they're the backbone of the Delaware economy. Is that true? How so?
Absolutely. So 98% of all Delaware companies are small businesses. By that definition, 100 or less employees, and 55% of jobs are at companies like that.
We have this thriving economy now, especially in Delaware. The economic numbers are wonderful. Unemployment at 3.9%, which is, we had the director of labor in for a moment ago, and he said that you're near full employment. How does that affect small businesses?
Well, it affects them in good ways and bad ways. So it means that they're doing well. They're benefiting from the economy in Delaware, and it's a strong economy nationally and in the state. It also makes it a little bit harder to find talent. On the worker side, that means that they're seeing a little bit higher pay, though, so it comes out in the wash.
And you work with them on that, in finding talent?
We do. We try to connect. We work with the Department of Labor to try to connect folks that are working with them with available openings we may have at companies we know of.
A moment ago, before we even started the interview, I talked about attracting small businesses to Delaware, and you corrected me and said, no, our real main focus is working with the small businesses that are already here. What do you do for them? So
our goal is to make Delaware the most small business friendly state in the country. And to do that, we try to work one-on-one. We have business managers who will work one-on-one with a business owner to try to customize what they need done to help them succeed. Primarily, what we try to do is handle some of the government regulatory processes that a business may come into contact with. We have familiarity with the regulatory agencies at the state and can really minimize. What we like to say is most business owners didn't get into business to deal with government, and so we try to minimize the amount that they have to interact with the regulators while still getting what they need done.
I would imagine that's a real problem for a small business, just trying to navigate around the government regulations.
It is, and if you think about a large company, a lot of times they may have a whole department or at least several people who are dealing with that, compliance departments or attorneys. Small businesses don't have that luxury, and so we really try to even the scales in that sense by providing them with that service.
Your focus is you're really a liaison. You're a go-between. So you deal with the small business, but you're almost like a government agent for them in that you're working with all the particular agencies to help them succeed.
Exactly.
And who do you work with the most? What government agencies do you find yourself working with the most?
Well, we work with the government agencies that we work with the most are the ones that do the most regulating of the small business community. So it's the Division of Public Health is a big one. The Department of Natural Resources is a big one. We work with DelDOT, among some of the other ones.
So this almost sounds like you're a fixer. So when they have a problem with government, they call you and you help them deal with that problem with the government?
That's what we'd like them to do. Yeah, that's the message we're trying to get across to our small businesses.
And how do you get that message out? I mean, obviously you're here. That's part of the process.
Yeah.
But do you think most small businesses know about you and what you do?
I don't, because we're one of the newest divisions in the state. We're about a little over a year old. And so one of the things that I've been trying to do during my time as director is to try to get in front of as many groups as possible to let them know what we do and let them know, the best message I can say to a small business is if you're not sure if we can help you, give us a call and see what we can offer.
Is this, I said a moment ago that I work in a lot of states and I've never quite heard this initiative. Am I right about that, or do I just not know what the other states were doing, or is this kind of unique to Delaware?
I think it's pretty unique to Delaware. One of the things that we did early on in the process as a division was start talking to our small business community and just find out, what are your greatest needs? And this is something that they identified as that could be really helpful, and so we decided to position ourselves to provide this service.
You said fairly new. How long?
A little over a year, but I've only been at the division about 4 months.
Wow, and you seem energetic and ready to hit the ground running. So Congratulations to you on the job and on the work you do. And one last time, how do people, because I'm sure there'll be small businesses or people that have an idea that want to contact you, how do they do that again?
Yeah, so they can find us online at delbiz.com. We're also on Facebook and on Twitter, and they can also just look us up and give us a call as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
All
I
right.
appreciate you being here. Damian DeStefano, Director of the Division of Small Business. Are panhandlers aggressive in Wilmington, and is the city being aggressive in handling them? We'll talk about it when the Delaware Way continues.